Hi everyone. Seldom you have seen Calvin and myself together. In fact, there are two books displayed: The Ultimate Guide to Real Estate Investment and as well as The Property Wealth System, written by both of us, and we are really so passionate about educating each and every one of you to take the right journey in your real estate investment. One of the key things here is this: you have a lot more information as long as you stay for the next couple of minutes and understand what is there for you.
What's there to introduce to you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we have come up with something interesting known as Property Wealth System,
Yes.
a 12-hour program.
Yes.
What is it all about?
I'm very sure that both of us have this experience in terms of how to share with you in terms of growing your wealth through a very systematic way. I guess why do we come up with this course is well, it's because we have done so many webinars. At the end of the day, we realize one thing: a lot of customers feedback to us, they cannot make their first step. They are not sure what is the right thing they should be doing. They are almost like lost. They were saying that, is it possible you can come up with something more structured, longer hours, so that they can have a better understanding of how do they move forward? Because why? To the first timer, to the existing owner, to those who have multiple properties, they are also a little bit lost of what they should be doing.
I think I can totally understand. One of the key things here is this: there are a huge number of webinars out there, but webinars don't give a holistic picture.
Yes.
So I think the main reason the 12-hour program, that what we have curated here, is I will be covering in the first session on a Friday evening a complete macro understanding other people's money concept, how one could multiply the property journey. In fact, I started with a 3-room HDB as my first property. Wow. And you started with a 4-room HDB. And what are the other things people can expect in the program?
That's the reason why we have walked this journey from a HDB to owning so many multiple properties here. So we believe that during this particular 12 hours program, right, we want to share with people like yourself who are first timer, existing HDB owner or private owner, EC owner, or multiple properties owner, what is the next step that you should do? Because sometimes you also lost. You don't know whether should I buy an EC, should I buy a HDB, should I buy private? So they totally lost. So that's the reason why we want to show you the step-by-step guideline. On top of that, for those existing owners, how do you actually save on a lower interest rate environment? And I think that's something that people want to find out too.
One of the key things here is today we are talking about the SIBOR and the interest rates are extremely low. But many people do not understand how they can take advantage. Yep. And we got one speaker who's really qualified, and he's going to give them a complete understanding about how to take advantage of this situation. What about in terms of spotting other properties and good buys?
Yes, something that we want to highlight and teach you guys here is how to spot property that is undervalued. What are the steps that you must do exactly in the resale market or even in the new launch market? What is the next step that you should be doing so that you can actually help yourself to find the right properties? Of course, people are also stressed. Can I afford or not? What are the things they must look out for? So in the training, we also want to teach you something called how to plan your safety net. How to work out your numbers that you are comfortable with. You see, with only all this structured program, I believe the customers have a better assurance in terms of moving forward. Your objective and my objective is very clear because we have walked this journey. We really have this passion enough to really share with you guys here how you can build your retirement nest at the end of 60s. Because that is what we have done to ourselves. I believe you also want to be someone out there to achieve that too.
I think one of the key things for all the listeners, Calvin and myself, we are really passionate. And what we are teaching here from both these books is what we have infused a 12-hour program to give you a good in-depth understanding, not as speculators. Neither do we want to overstretch anyone. We always suggest about prudence and as well as an investment, right?
That's the reason why both of us, first thing, we are in the business, we know the numbers so much, and that's the reason why we want to create this network, right, to help all these people out there so that they can also be one of us subsequently.
Really, therefore, if you want to really find out more about this very special 12 hours property wealth system program, all you need to do here is this: hit it down, click the link, find out more details, and we will see you there.